come, running fast into the sun. Go, go, we're ready for adventure. We're ready for adventure. Raise your pup trees, howl at the moon tonight. Side by side, we're shining bright together. Go, 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 everything's gonna be alright.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my vlog. And today, I just had a look on the internet. I know it's gonna be a shock for all of you, but I know it's not the end of Alvin and the Chipmunks, but there isn't. So there's gonna be some news happening. Very big news. So let me tell you right now that Alvin and the Chipmunks will return in 2027. It's a long way away, so I know it's a shock for all of you guys. I know it's a shock, but sorry. Let me just start again. They're gonna be returning in 2028. So let me explain the details for you guys. So they're gonna be changing a little bit, and I don't know why, but it's gonna be weird. They're gonna be weird as the movie was, but Alvin's gonna be more mischief, and let's be honest, this is the new Alvin, which is gonna be weird. They're gonna look slightly different to the other Alvin and the Chipmunks I've seen in the past. We had human ones, didn't we? I remember we had human Alvin and the Chipmunks. I remember these. Well, they're not going to be humans anymore because they're going to be slightly different. They're going to be so much better than the human ones. I'll show you. Courtney might show you the other ones that I don't like.
The other Alvin?
Yeah. So Courtney, it's just, the human ones, the human Alvin and the Chipmunks, they don't look chipmunky at all. They just saw a bit human, I'm like, see what I mean? Because they don't look as chipmunks. They just look like humans. Hello? Like, come on. Well, they're gonna do something with them because they're gonna make models instead of being humans. Over the years, we had Vinny, we had
Which chipmunks do you like best? The original ones or the ones that came after that?
the ones that came after that.
This one?
Yeah. Well, they're gonna be some new ones. They're gonna bring back the chipmunks designs that might look better on them rather than human ones, because the human ones are not very good. Like, they're gonna do better. So in 2028 they might upgrade the human ones. Instead of human ones, they're gonna have chipmunk looks. It might be a bit nicer.
He looks more chipmunk than people to me.
Yeah, they do look. Well, I reckon the chipmunk model might be better. Like, as for Alvin himself, like, he's gonna be more mischief. Like, come on. I have seen him having mischief over the years. Like, he still hasn't changed a bit. I don't know if we can get new characters in this. I don't know if we're gonna get new characters. I don't know if we're gonna get new chipmunk characters. Like, I hope Vinny will. We have to see what happens because I just want. Let's be honest. Vinny might be in it later. In the later. Vinny might be in later. We don't know yet. As they're mostly talking about Vinny. That's right. Because we need something. We gotta get Vinny involved. Like I said in previous videos, we gotta get Vinny involved later on. Like, she should come in later on. They should bring her in later on. It could be later on, right? It's unlikely she might show up. Like, we have to see what happens. Because Vinny is the original character. Like, why can I have a different mother better than the original? I'd rather, if I were them, I would use her for my creation. I would use her. They might put her in later on. We just don't know yet.
We don't. We'll have to wait and see.
Because they might put her in, we're not sure. We might get a surprise what happens. Because if Vinny was going to be in it, they would let us know.
Agreed.
It would be a shock for all of us. It would be a shock. So, let me tell you, it's unlikely that Vinny will be returning later on. But not now, as they made the show first. If Vinny returns, I'll be happy. Like, I'm not gonna say no. I'm glad you know what? I'm glad they did not say no. It's unlikely that Vinny will be showing up later on in the series. We don't know yet. Let's be honest, I don't know what Vinny's gonna look like yet.
No, we only know what Alvin looks like.
Exactly. So, Alvin and the Chipmunks are pretty awesome. They're pretty great. To a better the other ones we might get. As for Vinny showing up, we might see her in the later seasons again. We might see her. We might. But we're not sure yet. I'm so glad didn't they say no. They did say, as for her to be original characters herself, she might get an upgrade design. She might get an upgrade. We don't know. But we'll see what happens, right? Okay. But first I'm going to tell you that Alvin and the Chipmunks will return. Yes, they will. let me tell you something. It's a shock. I'm in shock. Because I thought they're not gonna make any more. I'm in shock. What the heck? Let me tell you. What the heck, you guys? What the heck? I thought they stopped Alvin and the Chipmunks for good. Like, why would they start now? In 2028?
Because in 2028 it's going to be the 70-year anniversary of the very first Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Correct, and it's like,
So it's an important celebration, which is why they're making another movie. To celebrate 70 years of Alvin and the Chipmunks.
they made it for a very, very long time. They made it for a very, very long time. Look, I'm really proud of what they've done here. And you know what? Vinny might get into the movie, we're not sure yet.
We don't have any information about that, no.
And closely, we don't have any information. Because it's silly. Then, let me tell you something. Their mother was important. Look, if she's getting... I don't care if she... Look, I don't mind she's original. Like, we want to know about their origin story, what happened. That's good, they're gonna put an origin story, because that's good. We want to know about Vinny, what happens to her. Because we want to know what happens in the origin story. I might see her and go, oh, Vinny's in there. Why didn't they tell me? You know? Like, it's gonna be, wow. I'm gonna be just like, wow. You know? If I see it for the first time, I'm gonna be just like, wow. I wasn't to Alvin and the Chipmunks all those years. In the movie it's gonna be coming. So, 2028. And, look, they're never going to stop. They're never going to. Alvin Chipmunks is staying, like, forevermore. Which is that gonna be nice to see them again. How funny, because how funny. Because last time we looked it up, I thought there's not going to be any more. What the heck? Why would they change their mind, and how? Right, it's going to be in the anniversary, and I'm scared what... I just don't know what to say about this. I mean, Vinny will be showing up in the flashback, and I would go, wow, 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 you know? It's gonna be horror, it's gonna be really strange to see Vinny in the flashback and all of that. And I'm just gonna be like, why didn't they put him in the first movie? You know? Is it gonna be a surprise to us, or is it gonna be a surprise? So is Vinny ever gonna show up in the flashback? Let me guarantee you, I never seen her in the first movie of my life. When I was little, I used to have Alvin and the Chipmunks McDonald's toys. You know, this is gonna be like, I never seen them. I never seen her in the flashback before. Like, it's gonna be very surprising we might see Vinny in the flashback. Which is, that's gonna be funny. So, no joke. So, Vinny might return. Vinny might return in the flashback. So, I'll tell you why they bringing them back. Because they're bringing them back for Alvin and the Chipmunks anniversary. I don't know. Again, I don't know if Vinny will return again, but we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, as for Paw Patrol itself, if Paw Patrol ever retired, they would come back to this version, you know? Like, why would... Sorry, I can't wait to see what happens. Because it's gonna be really a shock to us. If Vinny's gonna... Again. If Vinny's ever gonna show up in the movie, they're gonna have to clear in, like, hello! You're missing a chipmunk. My logical mother, Vinny! They shouldn't clear in as well. Like, they should. I don't know if it's gonna be a no or a yes. Like, it's gonna be so weird. The flashback's gonna be so weird. What else is gonna be so weird? Vinny's gonna show up in the flashback. It'll be weird, but it will be fun. It will be fun to see her again. Hashtag Vinny. We will see her in the flashback, but again, if Vinny's gonna be they might include it in later. They might include Vinny later. So leave a comment down below if I'm gonna be right or wrong. Leave a comment if Vinny will be showing up in the later on in the movie. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm gonna say about this Alvin and the Chipmunks news. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is Content Creator. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening, and thank you all for watching. I know it was a shock for all of you guys, but you know what? Vinny will return eventually. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. This is Content Creator Taneasha saying goodbye, everybody. Paw Patrol's on the roll. Content Creator Taneasha. Bye, guys. Alright, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below, and share with your friends, and get notified for my next video. That's it for today. This is Taneasha saying goodbye, everybody. Paw Patrol's on the roll. Content Creator Taneasha. Bye, guys.